Live from the KHOU 11 studios and streaming on KHOU 11 Plus. Your news starts now.
Thanks for joining us on KHOU 11 Plus at 6. I'm Trace and Bragg, filling in for Mia and Len. We start with breaking news tonight, as right now 2 firefighters are being treated in a hospital after being injured while battling a house fire in the Timber Grove area. This is footage that Air 11 got less than an hour ago. It shows a home near the intersection of Cindy Lane and TC Jester dealing with heavy smoke following the blaze. This is also a live picture there as well. The fire department tells us no one else was injured. We're still working to find out what led to the fire. We'll keep you posted on KHOU.com. Now to a truly tragic story tonight. We're hearing from the family of a mother and toddler found dead overnight inside their West Houston apartment. Police are calling it a homicide and detained the mother's brother. Here's Jason Miles with the very latest details.
The crime scene is located less than a mile from HPD's West Side Command here behind me. Initially, we're told officers were actually flagged down by family members. A third-floor unit at the Knox at West Chase complex became a crime scene just before 3 o'clock this morning when responding officers went inside.
As they made a sweep of the apartment, they discovered a deceased female between the ages of 25 and 30 and a deceased toddler as well.
Police say the victims were a mother and her young daughter and detained their brother and uncle, respectively, who they say had blood visible on his body.
My grandbaby, I left me, I seen her the last time. Yesterday, my daughter.
A distraught Joanna Fisher told us it was her son in custody and her daughter and granddaughter who died. The family says they reported issues with him as recently as last weekend.
So he come home on a rampage. I put him out. I'm his mom. I put his out. He threatened our whole family to kill.
Police consider this a homicide investigation, but have not revealed how the victims died. Regardless, it was enough to shake up many neighbors.
This isn't something anyone wants to wake up to.
The morning after Thanksgiving. The family was not quite ready to talk in depth about the mother and child who were killed, but the brother and uncle had been staying at the same apartment. Reporting in West Houston, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
Truly tragic story there, Jason. Thank you. We want to remind you that if anyone you know is dealing with a domestic violence situation, help is available. You can either call the number on your screen to reach the National Domestic Violence Hotline or text START to 88788. Right now, a young child is fighting for their life, and soon the woman accused of injuring them will face a judge. Tamaria Barnett is accused of causing serious injury to a 4-year-old. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says just days ago, Harris County Sheriff's deputies were sent to a hospital after learning the child showed signs of abuse. Officials say the child faced life-threatening injuries. Sheriff's deputies soon discovered the child was under the care of Barnett while the 4-year-old's mother remains incarcerated. We'll have more on what comes of Barnett's court appearance as soon as we learn more. Governor Abbott has announced when he'll be swearing in the new director of the Department of Public Safety. Monday, the governor will swear in Freeman F. Martin as the new DPS director. Current director Steve McCraw is set to retire tomorrow. McCraw held the position for 15 years. During his time, he became a public face in the response to the Robb Elementary School shooting, often being criticized for his officers' actions in the shooting that killed 19 students and 2 teachers. Martin's appointment marks the first time that a Texas Ranger has obtained the position. A ceremony starts Monday morning at 9:30. All right, switching gears now. If you're a football fan, you probably saw this coming. The Chicago Bears are parting ways with head coach Matt Eberflus. If you were watching KHOU 11 during yesterday's Bears-Lions game, you saw the Bears do exactly that right there, lose in the final seconds of the game. And across social media, fans were questioning Eberflus's decision-making in the final moments. The Bears say that offensive coordinator Thomas Brown will take over as the interim coach. And 2 Houston legends are teaming up this holiday season to make sure Houston area kids have a very happy holiday season. For the next 4 days, Houston rapper Trey the Truth and Texas radio legend Jammin' Jimmy Olsen will be holding a toy and food drive. This is happening outside of the Walmart on Westheimer and Dunvale Road in West Houston. Olsen started the Ton of Toys toy drive 26 years ago, but this year he's teaming up with the local rapper to bring joy to as many Houston area children as possible, and they need your help to make it all happen.
The city of Houston coming together was really going to make the impact bigger. So we invite everybody to take part, to come donate, drop off toys on top of all the stuff that we doing ourselves too. You know, we just going to make it a big thing for the city as a whole.
Absolutely great work there. And the toy drive will go through Monday. Later at 10, hear more from Trey the Truth and Jimmy Olsen and learn the goal they're hoping to hit this Christmas. That's right, it is Black Friday and the deals, they were taking over stores across the Houston area today, and shoppers are taking advantage of the price cuts, even if it meant standing in long lines in the early morning hours. KHOU 11's Orko Manna shows us what it looked like at the Houston Premium Outlets today.
It's one of the biggest shopping days of the year, and while a lot of Black Friday deals are online nowadays, that's not stopping droves of people from coming out here to the Houston Premium Outlets. Lines snaking out the doors early this morning, even before the sun came out. Folks flocking to the Houston Premium Outlets in Cypress for Black Friday. Some of the biggest backups at stores like KHOU and Tory Burch.
We woke up at 4, got here at 6, so now we're in line.
Danielle Royal and Angela Sullivan making the trip from Rose Sharon to snag a spot in the Tory Burch line.
They usually have some good deals that you can't get on a normal basis, so especially Tory Burch, so really excited to get our shopping on.
The chilly start to the day not dampening their mood or their search for sales.
I got my heated jacket, so I'm okay standing in line for now. We'll see how long it takes.
Long lines also outside Nike and Lululemon. For these three women from Angleton, the tradition of Black Friday shopping is a family affair.
This is my mother and my daughter, so 3 generations here.
They're among the many waiting patiently in the Lululemon line.
We came for Lulu because we hear there's some great deals on the pants, and she hasn't had a pair yet, and I want to get her some.
And while daughter Victoria is excited for those new pants, she's a little less enthusiastic about the process to get them.
How you're feeling right now?
Tired. Cold. And cold. But yeah, excited to see all the other stores too.
And if you missed coming out today, here's a pro tip. I'm told a lot of the in-person deals will continue through the weekend. Reporting in Cypress, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
Deals, deals, and more deals. Thanks so much, Orko. All right, turning our attention to the skies now. Here's a live look at our beautiful skyline. If you stepped outside for even a second today, you probably immediately went back inside to grab a jacket. At least that's what I did, because it was pretty chilly today. I bet you're wondering right now, how long are these temps going to be sticking around? So let's get to the man with the answers. Of course, I'm talking about meteorologist Chris Ramirez. Chris, the people want to know, are these temperatures sticking around, and what's the weekend going to look like?
Yeah, we're going to see these cool temperatures last at least for the next 2 to 3 days. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s. And even though we had a lot of sunshine today, really did not cool off or actually warm up those temperatures all that much, especially as we headed into the afternoon hours. So here's what I'm tracking. Nights and mornings remaining chilly. Afternoon is going to be gradually warming into the upper 60s by Sunday. And then we're going to be tracking rain chances for next week, likely around the middle of the week, as we're going to be seeing a low pressure system form along the South Texas coast that's going to bring significant rain chances. So highs today topping out at 62 out at Bush Airport. Areas north of Bush Airport remained in the upper 50s. And then current temps, if you are heading out and about right now, you are going to need those jackets. We're going to see those temps in the mid 50s at 49 right now in Huntsville. So it's going to be another chilly night, especially as we head into those evening hours with those temps gradually cooling off into about 51 degrees by 9 p.m. and then eventually back into the 40s by 11 p.m. So it's going to still feel like 45 degrees as we're seeing those light winds giving us a little bit of a wind chill effect. So tonight's forecast We're going to see those temps get about 45 in Houston, 53 in Galveston, in the 30s for areas Conroe, Navasota, Brenham. So still feeling a little bit more like winter. But for this weekend, the good news is that we're going to see mostly sunny skies. It's going to be just a little bit warmer by Saturday afternoon. Still starting off mostly chilly Sunday, upper 60s, a little bit more cloud cover. But looking at next week, as we are tracking some potential rain chances starting on Tuesday and then ramping up about 60% chance of showers and storms for Wednesday into Thursday. And that is all associated with the unsettled weather pattern, at least through the middle of the week. So if you are heading back home or traveling across Texas in the coming days, you have a good forecast. There is still going to be a little bit of a shower activity on near the Rio Grande Valley, especially on Sunday into Monday. But for central, southeast Texas, even the Texas Panhandle, mostly sunny, mild temperatures, feeling much like fall. We have this high pressure system that's currently situated over the south, and that is going to keep things a little bit more quiet, at least for the next 2 to 3 days. And then going into Monday into Tuesday, we're going to see the formation of a low pressure system just south of us. That is going to be a rainmaker for us going into Tuesday into Wednesday. So we could see scattered showers and storms heading into the middle of next week. That's going to last into Friday. So we could see up to maybe 1 to 2 inches of rainfall accumulations heading into Tuesday into Wednesday. So storm activity in the forecast, and we do need some rain, hopefully not a lot of it in a little amount of time, because we are seeing drought conditions, those moderate drought conditions slowly creeping closer back to Houston, as we haven't really received much rain in the past maybe 2 weeks, but still abnormally dry and worse drought conditions out towards the west. So the temperature outlook from December 5th to December 9th, as we ring in December, the Climate Prediction Center is giving us an above normal outlook. Temps usually in the upper 60s for this time of year. But your 7-day forecast, a fantastic weekend with highs in the upper 60s. Lows are still going to be chilly. It's still going to feel like fall. And then we will see that rain chance start creeping in on Tuesday. That will also bring a chance for showers and storms. So we will see those rain chances start creeping up by the middle of the week. But temps remaining a bit mild. We're not expecting much in terms of a significant warm up. We're going to see highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. But we're going to have to keep an eye on those rain chances as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. Trayson.
Chris, you're making all the fashionistas happy because they get to throw out their jackets and their sweaters and their scarves, get to layer it all up. You're making folks happy. Thanks so much, Chris. All right, I have a question for you. Holiday season plus Fridays equals, yep, you guessed it, holiday homes. And tonight we're taking the party to Missouri City, where one family has turned their tradition of decorating into a unique visual experience you won't find anywhere else. And a fun time, of course, calls for us to send one of KHOU 11's most fun people. Of course, I'm talking about Great Days, Carlos Hernandez. Who else would I be speaking about, right? He joins us live from Missouri City. Carlos, please take us to the Winter Wonderland, brother.
Oh, hey, Trayson. Well, you know what? I'm so glad that the holidays are here. We've been waiting for this moment. We're here in Missouri City, part of our holiday homes presented by John Moore, and I got the lovely homeowners here, Anna and Philip. Thank you guys for letting us be here. We've been waiting for this moment all week, and finally it is Friday night and we're here to showcase this fabulous house. I have the $1 million question that everyone's asking. How long did it take you guys to prepare this lovely home?
About 4 weekends, but as far as the preparing and the planning, it's all year. It's year round.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And right now we're gonna give you guys a little tour of everything you can expect here. But you know, what inspired all of this? Because I know it's not just waking up overnight and saying, oh, you know what, I just feel like decorating. I know this comes from a long history here. Where did it all start?
When I was a kid, I looked at the Christmas lights and felt that, you know, that magical feeling. And I said, if I ever had the opportunity to do it for myself, I would do that for myself, my community, and anybody else driving by would get that same magical feeling, maybe spread the joy to somebody else and have them feel the same way that I felt driving by those houses.
Absolutely. And Anna, I can tell you that your home is bringing so much joy. I mean, right now we have a lot of community members and neighbors and people that have never been in this neighborhood before coming out and seeing all the decorations. Now, Philip, I want to ask you here, there are so many different themes, there's so many different characters. What are some of the things that people can find when they come and visit your home?
Well, we have a penguin village right here behind us, and then we got Disney characters all throughout the yard, and then of course we got reindeers and different animals, and then these archways that just line the sidewalk where kids can run up and down and enjoy just going through the lights and seeing everything.
And we talked a little bit before the segment, but you were mentioning the archways is probably one of the newest attractions that you guys have in your home this year.
Yep, we decided to move arches out to the sidewalk, just like I said, so that the kids can enjoy just going up and down them and seeing them. You know, we put them onto a kind of a light timer to where they come on and off and do different kind of features, so they just really get to enjoy the lights and how they go throughout the yard.
Well, I do want to talk about one item over here because this is something that you guys have been doing, again, throughout the years. You've been adding every year, it grows. But there's one item that you guys mentioned earlier, and this is this tree right here. Now, this was originally one of your family members. Tell me the story behind this Christmas tree.
So my Meemaw, she's always loved decorating. We'd go out and help. My mom and dad would come out and say, hey, get out here and help us put this together. We can't do it ourselves. So this was something that she really liked and had for several years. So we ended up, once it went out, we restrung it and just added it to our yard because now she can't decorate anymore because she's not living in her original house. And so now we brought this along with some others into our yard so that it can keep going on.
And Anna, I know part of this exhibit, or not exhibit, but part of this holiday home, there's a lot of characters in here, but there's some that are Disney, and I know you are a big Disney fan. What's the story behind these cutouts that we see in front?
Oh, just wanted that whimsical feeling, that Disney whimsy, you know, that you feel when you walk into Disney World or when you watch a Disney movie. And I wanted to see a train this year. I felt like a train was the way to go, and so we made it happen as a family. He cuts out the pieces, I do the detail work on the artwork, and then my mother-in-law, his mother, Pam, love you, Pam. she paints and also seals them, and it's just a family project that we carry forward. And every year we're adding another piece of wood, another DIY, so that way it can be our own and something that we can put out again the next year.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot here, Anna. I know one of your favorite characters that's on this lawn right now. Which one is that one?
Absolutely, by far, the Miss Tinkerbell. Tink, as you can see, she's flying over the train to make sure that it goes the right course.
Well, the great thing about all of this home right here is that no matter where you walk or in what direction, you're going to see a different character. You're going to see a different element. Like you said, you have the arches. We have some puppies on the floor. We got some penguins over there. We got the reindeer. There's even Mr. Grinch hanging out back there in case if anyone's on the naughty list. He's standing back there. Now, that was one of your early pieces, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We made him in 2021, and he's over there up to his usual mischief, stealing the Christmas lights away. So we got to watch out for him.
For someone who's never decorated before, what advice would you give him? Because I'm sure people are going to watch and say, oh, I can do this at my house. How does one even start?
DIY, I mean, videos, there's so many out there, YouTube videos that you can watch to do your own yard art is what it's called, the wooden pieces that are painted. But, you know, start small and build out from there. I mean, our very first year in 2015, we were doing just a few pieces out in the yard, and we just added little by little.
And catch the sales at Home Depot.
That's the secret, making sure you get those after holiday specials. Well, again, this year it's magical. It's bigger than ever. There's a lot of characters. And as we're walking over here, you'll see some new items. You'll see some old items. We see some ornaments. We see some candy canes. And of course, you know, the community just loves this. It brings so much joy. I want to talk to some of those people. We'll get them in a little bit. But before we go over there and chat with them, I want to present you guys with a special word. I'm going to flip you guys over here. I think this is something to be proud of and to, you know, bragging rights a little bit. But because of our friends and sponsors at John Moore, we have a very special sign. So now anyone that comes along the street, they will know that this is part of our holiday homes. So let's give them a big round of applause. This is something that you can only see right here in Missouri City. And now, Philip and Anna, I will let you guys do the honors and plant it right here. So if you guys are driving in Missouri City, you will see that this is, again, part of our holiday home, sponsored by our friends at John Moore. I gotta ask, there's a couple more things we're gonna be walking through over here. There's a couple more things I wanted to point out, but our community members, are you guys having fun today? Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask you a quick question. What's your favorite part out of this whole house?
I like all the animals, like the reindeer and the different variety.
Okay. Is anyone here from outside of the city that drove thousands of miles just to come see the home? Because I know you guys saw this and you're like, oh, I can see this from far away. Was anyone out of the city? Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to bring you in over here. Come on over, my Austin friend. Okay, so you guys drove in from Austin. What is this feeling like right now, coming out and seeing this magical house?
It's very much like Christmas. I mean, it really brings out a lot of memories from seeing some of the different homes that we'd see, going around looking at Christmas lights as children, driving around in different neighborhoods. So brings back a lot of fun memories, and really enjoy it. So.
Now I gotta ask you, I'm gonna put you on the spot right here on TV, but is your house as decorated as this one?
No, not a single light on it.
Okay, so Anna, Philip, you guys are listening, he's gonna need help over here. You guys, I think you're gonna have to go over there. Okay, cool. Anyone else? Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Is there anything here that stands out that you're like, wow, this is the most magical house I've ever seen?
You know, all the hand-painted decorations they have are really awesome. They really stand out to me.
Oh no, for sure. I know Anna and Philip definitely put a lot of time into it. Again, this is a whole family affair. Everyone's involved. Everyone's getting their hands on this. I'm gonna wrap it up with you guys a little bit. I wanna just make sure this is, you know, a special time for you guys. When someone comes out here and they look at this and they see all the lights and they see this feeling, what is that feeling to you?
It's absolutely everything. It's the magic of Christmas that it can bring, you know, just something that you're past. You feel the joy. I feel the joy every time I walk or I drive by. And for someone to also mention that as well, it really makes me feel good. And of course, I always tell him about it. Hey, we got another kid walk by and talk about it, or we'll see it on our camera. If somebody walks by and it happens to go off and let us know there's motion, we see the kids and they're giggling and laughing, Santa, Mommy Santa, or Mickey, Minnie, you know, and it just feels so good.
Absolutely. And I know Santa, when he's driving on Christmas Eve, he's going to be seeing your house from miles up in the sky. Philip, I know a lot of people are wondering, when does the attractions end? When will you guys be putting the lights? Hopefully never, because this is such a magical feeling, but until when will this last?
Until about the first or second week into January. The outside finally goes in, but inside of our house it's still Christmas for a little while.
Christmas 24/7, all right? Awesome. Well, Anna, Philip, thank you guys again for being with us today. This is such a magical home. Again, it brought me joy. It brought a lot of our community members joy as well. We can't thank you guys enough for just bringing some light in this dark time right now. Of course, the holidays are just around the corner. But in the meantime, if you guys want to check out this home, you guys want to visit where they're at, or maybe just swing by and say hello, make sure you guys look for that city or look for that sign in front of Missouri City. We will put the address and location later on our website. But again, we're gonna hang out here. I think they're gonna make some hot cocoa for me. Trayson, if you need any help with your decorations, I know I'm gonna call them later on so they can help me out. Let me know. In the meantime, we're gonna hang out here in Missouri City. I'm gonna send it back to you, all right?
Yes, I absolutely need some help because I'm like the guy from Austin. There are no lights on my house, at least yet, but that was absolutely amazing. If that didn't put you in the Christmas spirit, I don't know what would. Great job, Carlos. Great job to that family. Amazing stuff right there. Thanks so much, Carlos. All right, now we're in the thick of the holiday season, if you didn't know by that last story, and we are asking you to buy for others this year. Please join KHOU 11's Secret Santa Toy Drive. With your help, we can make sure kids in our area have an happy and amazing holiday. We've made it easy for you too. Just grab your phone, point the camera at the QR code on your screen, and that'll take you to our donations page. And get this, KHOU 11 will match donations up to $11,000. That's right, up to $11,000 we're matching. And thank you so much for helping us stand for Houston this holiday season. All right, that's going to do it for us on KHOU 11 Plus at 6. We'll be back here on the web and on TV tonight at 10. For now, let's send things back to our holiday home for tonight's Moment of Zen. Have a great one.